In this video, I'm going to show you how these internet marketers are making $1 million every single year and how you can do the same just by working on holidays. So basically, the strategy that I'm going to teach you today is how to work only on holidays and still make $1 million every single year consistently. So this guy here, John Reese, he was the first guy to make $1 million in one day. If you're wondering the way that he did a product launch. He actually launched his course, and in the first day of launching his course, he made $1 million in the first 24 hours. And if you're wondering how and what he did and what strategy he used, basically he used Jeff Walker's product launch formula. This guy here is the OG. He was a friend with Jeff Bezos back in the day. He basically coined the term product launches on the internet. And the formula that Jeff Walker uses and teaches has been used by millions of people around the world successfully. It's been used by Apple. It's been used by most of the companies that you buy products nowadays. They all use the exact same strategy to sell products. This is the book that Jeff Walker sells. Launch by Jeff Walker. This book is phenomenal. If you want to learn how to do product launches, you should read this book immediately. But I'm going to teach you exactly everything that you need to know to be able to perform this activity. Even if you have zero experience, you won't need any money, any cash up front. You won't need anything. So this video that you're seeing on your screen right now, this is a video of Russell Brunson. This guy is a very famous internet marketer. The video that you're watching right now is actually the first video in which he made $3 million in 90 minutes. This is not exactly a product launch, but this is the concept of speaking from one to many, kind of like what I'm doing right now here, making this video for you too. And why is this important for you to know? Because there's a thing called the 4-minute mile. And the reason why the 4-minute mile is important is because Roger Bannister was the first guy to ever run an entire mile in under 4 minutes. And before Roger Bannister did it, everyone believed that it was impossible. And if I'm not mistaken, exactly 3 months after Roger Bannister ran the entire mile in under 4 minutes, another guy did it, and then several people came to do the same thing, and it was only possible because people believed that it was possible. And before Roger Bannister did it, everyone thought it was impossible. And the reason for you to understand this is because just like John Reese was able to sell $1 million in one day, you are able to sell $1 million in an entire year. And I'm going to show you in this video how you're going to do that. So I'm just going to start off by saying this method is completely free. You can do it from anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter which country you live in. No need any investments. And as usual, I'm going to guide you step by step. So if you're excited to learn how to make $1 million in 12 months, go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now, because that's all I do here on this channel. I post free videos every single week teaching you different methods that you can use to make money online. And if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see the future videos. So go ahead and click that subscribe button right now before we continue. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe for the subscriber fund, which I give away $50 every single Friday here on the channel for the people that sign up to the giveaway and for the people that are subscribed to my channel. All you have to do is subscribe and sign up to the giveaway, and you'll be entered to win every single Friday. And now that you've done that, click where I click, do what I do, and by the end of this video, you're going to be ready to start making money. So before we continue, before I teach you everything that you need to know, it's very important that I note some things here. You need to watch this video until the end, because if you don't watch the video until the end, you are going to miss important information. Look, the world is going through some hard times right now, and the only way for you to escape those hard times is to be financially free. And right now, I know that you can't see the path ahead of you because it seems really hard to fathom making $1 million in 1 year when you're making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. But believe me when I say that it's completely possible. And if you just listen to what I'm going to tell you in this video, and if you listen to what I'm telling you in all my videos, you are going to learn the skills that you need to be able to get out of the rat race, escape the matrix, and wake up and start living your life on your terms. The day that John Reese made $1 million in one day selling his course, launching his course, that was exactly when Russell Brunson started to fathom making $1 million in a year.
John Reese, if this guy who's just like me, just like you, just like any of us, can make $1 million in a day, I wonder if I can make $1 million in a year. First time it ever crossed my mind. I was like, I don't even know if that's possible, but if John can do $1 million in a day, I think I can do $1 million in a calendar year. That was my goal. And so I started on January 1st, 2005. I said, okay, this is the year. I'm gonna make it in a calendar year. And I launched all these different things. And in 12 months, I missed the goal. I didn't hit $1 million in sales. I got close, but I didn't hit it. And then the next year, January 2007, I launched it. And by October 16th, I crossed the $1 million mark in a calendar year.
And just because he believed it was possible, now in one speech of 90 minutes, he makes $3 million. And just like anything in life, it gets easier. Jeff Walker actually made $1 million in his first hour. of launching a product. So Jeff Walker, the OG of launches, made $1 million in 1 hour after launching his product. So this just shows you the potential that things get easier, your launches will get bigger, your list will get bigger, your experience will be higher, and you will be able to perform these methods with a lot more ease every single time that you do it. Now, if you're still not convinced, let me show you something. If I go to apple.com, what do people expect every single year from Apple? Of course, it's the iPhone, it's the MacBook Pro, it's whatever product that Apple launches. What products do people expect from car companies? You always expect the new Ferrari, the new Lamborghini, the new Mercedes, right? Why do you expect that? That is part of the product launch. You waiting for the next iPhone is part of the iPhone launch. That creates expectation, it creates desire, it creates curiosity, it creates craving in everybody that likes Apple products. And that is part of their launch. That is one of the reasons why their launch is very successful. That is one of the things that you're going to learn how to do right now. Now that you know that these famous guys are doing it, how can you do it? Well, the first way that you can try to do that is by building your own YouTube channel. I'm joking. You're not going to do a product launch with a YouTube channel, but you can do a YouTube channel launch. And this is what I want to talk to you before we start the method. I want to explain to you that YouTuber Pro, the course that I created, which teaches you A to Z everything that you're going to need to grow a YouTube channel from 0 subscribers to 200,000 subscribers in 6 months and go from 0 to over $30,000 a month in revenue. The reason why I'm telling you this also is because having a YouTube channel and having an audience is going to facilitate every single thing that you need to do. Having an audience is going to make it a lot more likely that when you do a product launch, your product is going to explode. If you already have an audience, you can do free advertising and it makes everything so much easier. So if you want to go check out, if you want my help to build that, go ahead and check out the link in the description. YouTuber Pro, only $247, one-time payment, lifetime access. All right, so basically in the US alone, we have around 20 holidays every single year, maybe a little more, but I'm just going to keep it at 20 just so I can better explain it to you today. Below is the list of federal holidays for 2022 with the dates, right? So we have New Year's Day, New Year's, Martin Luther King, Eastern, Mother's Day, US Memorial, Juneteenth. And why exactly do I want to show you the US holidays? It doesn't matter if you're from the US or not. I just wanted to give this list to you so you have a base of what you have. Probably in your country, wherever you're from, you have even more holidays. I used to live in the UK and we used to have holidays almost every day. So this makes it even easier for you. Why? Because what does it actually mean to make $1 million? How is $1 million even made? The answer for that question is $1 million divided in 12 months, which is the time frame that we have to make $1 million, is you have to make $83,333 every single month consistently for 12 months. If you do that, you're going to be making $1 million in 1 year. That is the equivalent of you making $2,777 every single day. If you've been watching my channel for the past month or two, then you know that this amount of money is completely possible to make every single day using several different methods, which today I'm just going to show you another method that you can use to do this, and a strategy that I haven't taught here in the channel before, which is the product launches. And just for reference, nobody is teaching these stuff for free on YouTube. Just a course that Jeff Walker sells teaching you how to do product launches costs $1,997, and you're getting this video here for free. So pay attention because this is important. I basically took his course and I comprised it into I don't even know how long this video is going to be, but a short video with strategies, tactics that you can use to do exactly what he teaches in his course, but even more actionable because I'm not just teaching you the concept, I'm giving you a step-by-step to follow. So going back to our math formula here, you're not going to be making these a month. You're not going to be making this a day. This is not what you're going to do. So basically this would be you consistently making the same amount every single day for an entire year, which is not realistic for you that you don't have experience to do that yet. But what can you do if you don't have experience? Basically, you're going to be doing 20 product launches throughout the year, which in each one means that you have to make $50,000 every single launch that you make. Just for perspective, if you want to make $50,000 out of one launch, all you have to do is sell a $50 product for 1,000 people, which is very easy to do. You could sell 25 products for the same person, which could be a t-shirt, could be anything. You're going to learn how you can do that in this video. One thing that I need to explain to you is that there are 2 types of launches. There is the product launch, which you see like Apple doing, and there's the evergreen launch. There are actually more than 2 types of launches, but we're going to to focus on these two today. So the actual product launch is the one that you build anticipation for, and you set a date to launch the product, and you launch the product on that date. The evergreen launch is a launch that every single person, every single customer that you have is going to go through that same launch throughout the year, like every single day. So let's say you have an email list and someone joins your email list. Every single time a person joins your email list, they're going to go through a campaign, which is going to be your evergreen launch. So it's going to be a product launch, but just for that person. So if you have people join you in your email list every single day, every single person is going to go through their own evergreen launch. That way, instead of just making sales at the product launch, instead of just selling it once and giving up on the product, you can continue selling that product throughout the year. That will get you a lot more income than just making the product launch and forgetting about it. And every single time you do this, let's say you do the first launch, the second launch, the third launch, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products selling at the same time. And every single year that you decide to do this, you can even reuse the same products and do another launch on the next year. So you have less expenses every single year that goes on. So the first step that you have to take to perform this method is to figure out what is the holiday that is coming up. Let's say your Easter is coming up and you want to sell something for Easter. Go to Google Trends, just type in Google Trends in Google. Look for the first website and you want to search for Easter t-shirt. As you can see here, people searching for Easter t-shirt, it kind of goes up before Easter, and at the day of Easter, it goes like way high. So there's a lot of people searching for Easter t-shirts in Easter, which makes sense. You don't have to sell t-shirts. I'm just showing you how to find things that are relevant during that period of time. You can sell t-shirts, you can sell gifts, you can sell gift cards, you can sell cards even for people that want to give cards to their girlfriend, their mom, their dad. Now that you have the information of what you should sell, then you need to define what product you're going to sell. So first you make a list of the products that you're thinking of selling, then you define which one you're going to focus on. Don't try to focus on more than one product, because that is going to be a mistake, especially if you're non-experienced. Number 3, you're going to build anticipation by pre-marketing your product and defining a launch date. The launch date ideally is going to be in the date of the holiday or a day or two before. 4th step, you need to create scarcity. There are 3 easy ways which you can create scarcity. The first way is you can make that product limited, but that's not going to give you the most amount of profit, because you would have to sell that product for $50,000 or $25K, and it would be really hard to get people to buy those products. So what do you have to do if you can't create scarcity by making a limited product? What you can do is you can raise the price of the product as soon as your launch ends. Let's say you're going to launch at Easter date, right? And you're selling your t-shirt for $25. You can tell the customer that your t-shirt is going to go up to $40 right after the launch date. That will create scarcity. That's one of the second method that you can use. The third method you can use to create scarcity is to actually close the cart for a specific period of time. So let's say you're doing a course launch. Let's say you're trying to help people make Easter eggs on Easter, right? And you're going to stop selling your course for about 6 months after Easter. I'm just giving an example here of how you can create scarcity. That is a way that you can create scarcity, that you promise your customer that you're not going to be selling that product for a specific time. Number 5, you perform the launch. That's the date that you're going to be selling your product. That's when you're going to be launching your product, and that's the date that you're going to be getting the most amount of sales. You have to do everything in your power to maximize the sales on that specific date, because if that date goes by, then the amount of sales that you're going to get throughout the year is going to be very, very low. Step 6, after you perform the initial launch, put every single person that joined your list into a evergreen launch. So what that means is what I just explained to you. They're going to go through their own private launch. After that, you won't message them again. You can on the next holiday, but not on this holiday. Okay, but what exactly can you sell at these dates? I'm going to give you a list of a few products that I've listed here. Remember, after you've launched the product, after you've done the evergreen product, if you haven't made 50K in your first time, that's completely normal. Even Russell Brunson, which is one of the OG marketers, he did not accomplish the $1 million in 12 months in his first try, but he got close. And that was the first step towards achieving his goal. If you don't do it in the first year, if you don't do it in the second year, then you might do it in the third year. But bear in mind that you're going to be making money while you try. You are going to get experience and a lot of money. So just keep in mind that the more experience, the larger your list grows, the better you're going to be able to perform this exact method here. So the first thing that you can sell are courses. If you know how to do something, let's say you're a tax accountant and you know how to do taxes, you know how to reduce taxes for a specific business. You could make a course on how businesses can reduce their tax bill, and then you could sell that. Let's say you know how to make gifts for Christmas. Let's say you know how to make party hats. You could teach people how to make party hats. Let's say you know how to make t-shirts for Father's Day. You could teach people how to do that. That's just a course example. The second product that you can sell, jumping right straight into the products like t-shirts and that kind of stuff, is print on demand, which in my opinion is the easiest one. Especially if you don't know how to make a course, especially if you don't have money to spend up front to build inventory. Print on demand is one of the easiest ways that you can use to make $1 million in a year. The reason for that is, if you go back on my channel, I'm going to list a few videos after this one that you can watch to learn how to do print on demand with zero investment. You don't need to keep any inventory. You don't need to design any clothing. You don't need to put any risk up front. All you basically have to do is just go to Canva, get a design, and then start selling that design. It has the lowest barrier of entry, and it's very, very profitable. You have no expenses, and you don't need any experience. If you go back on my channel here, you're going to see lots of ways that you can do this. I'm going to point out some videos at the end of this one so you can watch as well. The other method that you can use is called Amazon FBA. More specifically, the method that you could use is to get a distributor license in some big company, let's say like Sony, and you will be able to sell Sony products on Amazon, the Amazon platform, and be able to make a profit doing that. The reason why that's so good is because people already trust those products. You don't need to build a customer base. You don't need to build trust with the customer because they already know the brand. They already know the products. Okay. So that's one of the ways that you can use as well. You can sell physical products by doing drop shipping, or you could do private labeling. Drop shipping is kind of like print on demand, but you don't have to have inventory because you're going to be the third party. You're going to basically link your account to a seller in China or some other country, which they're going to sell it for a price and you're going to sell it for higher and make that little bit of money in between. That's basically what you have to do. You have no risk. You don't have to do customer experience. You have to do basically nothing. All you have to do is make the sales. Or you could either do private labeling. Private labeling is going to require you to order a specific number of products from a different country for a cheaper price as a wholesale distributor. You're going to order it to wherever that it is that you live. Let's say you order 200 t-shirts and then you're going to list them for sale and make the profit whenever you make a sale. This method is a little bit riskier. It requires a lot of experience. It's very hard to do. And if you have zero money to start, I don't recommend that you use this route. This is for experienced people only, but it's one of the methods that you have the highest profit margins because you have control of the product, you bought them in advance, and all the other good stuff. Now, the one thing that you're never going to stop doing all year round, you're going to start it in January. You can put this plan on paper and you can start doing this in the next January of 2023. You're going to do this every single day throughout the year. Is you're going to continue building your email list. The reason why you do that is because the more people you have in your email list, the more people you will be able to reach whenever you decide to do your product launches. The less people you have on your email list, the less money you're going to make. So this is crucial. You have to keep building your email list throughout the year. And recording this video right now, I can already hear some of you guys saying, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to sell courses. I don't want to do products. I don't want to sell those kind of stuff. But remember, whenever those thoughts go through your mind, just think, put them on a scale. What do you want? What do you want in your life? What is the opposite of making these sales? Just continue broke, living paycheck to paycheck? What's the opposite of trying to be rich and successful? You have no other choice. You have to try. You have to do it. In life, we don't just do what we want. We do what has to be done. Remember what I told you at the beginning of this video? There is a shift coming in the world. There are huge recessions coming. Inflation is going through the roof. While prices go up, your salary, your monthly income is staying the same. So if you don't switch, if you don't try to do something different, I'm sorry to say, but your future is not going to look very bright. The same way that you go to your job every day and you do something that you hate to do every day, you see people that you hate every single day, this is going to be your job from now on. Take this seriously because this has the potential to change your life, different from your job that's going to pay you less and less and less and less every single month. Just put it on a scale. What would you rather do? Continue your job that you hate, making not enough money to live, or try something different, get out of your comfort zone and get rich doing it? It's your choice. So to be more specific, each one of these methods have platforms that you can use to get the products, to perform the launches, to make the sales, everything. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of the list and I'm going to explain each kind of product, what platform you're going to be using to sell those products. So if you decide to sell courses, this System.io platform, I'm going to leave the link in the text file below for you, is the website that I use to build my list, have my blog, host my blog, host my courses, make sales, and build websites. This is a all-in-one platform and you can start for free. You don't have to pay to use this platform, which makes it the best platform I've ever seen in my life. Back in the day, you had to pay hundreds of dollars a month to be able to use a platform like this, which you can now get for free. which is just mind-boggling to me. So to build your list and to be able to sell courses, you're going to sign up for a free account at System.io. Just click here, get my free account. I will leave the link for you back in the description. So for print on demand, you literally have infinite possibilities. The first platform that you can use is Shopify. Shopify is going to host your products and it links to other print-on-demand stores. Shopify isn't the print-on-demand platform, but it will link you up with other stores that are. So you're going to use Shopify to make your sales, but you can use Printify, you can use Printful, and you can use Merch by Amazon. All of these platforms, I've made videos on all of them. They are here in my channel. I will link all of the videos in the text file. I will organize and make a guide for you step by step written down, so you don't have to worry if you're not being able to follow here in the video. I will write everything step by step for you in a text file. You're going to print that out and you're going to make it your Bible. You're going to study this in the 2023 until 2024. I want to see you guys get rich in the next year. Amazon FBA. This is for people that are qualified in qualifying countries. I'm not sure which countries this is available in, but I'm pretty sure every country that has an Amazon store, you can sell things on Amazon. It's going to be different. They have markets for every single country that they operate in. And as you can see here on Google, it says, which countries does Amazon FBA work? Selling partner is in outside the US, outside Canada, outside Europe, European marketplace, UK, Germany, France, Italy, or Spain. EU countries, UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, outside. It works almost all over the globe. Almost all big cities and countries in the world, this will work in. If you're able to buy stuff on Amazon where you live, then you're able to sell stuff on Amazon where you live. So the next one is physical products, private labeling, drop shipping. The websites that you're going to use to do that is going to be Shopify. You're going to use Shopify to build your store. I also have videos teaching you how to do this here on the channel, which will be in a text file. And for you to do drop shipping, I have a full guide, a full course on how to go from $0 to $1,000 a day doing drop shipping. The guide is here on the channel. I'll also link the video at the end of this one. Basically, you're going to use Shopify and AliExpress to start drop shipping. If you want to go through private labeling, then you're going to source your products from Alibaba.com. In Alibaba.com, this is the biggest marketplace in the world for wholesale sellers. This is basically the Amazon of China. This is where you're going to get the best prices, and this is the only website where you can customize the shit out of your products. Trust me, this is the best one to be in. So now let's go through a few of these holidays here in this list. Let's go through Father's Day, right? June 19th, Father's Day. What would you sell on Father's Day? Let's say you wanted to sell a t-shirt, go to Amazon.com. To be able to find products for you to sell, you just go to Amazon.com, search for Father's Day, and here are the t-shirts. Here are all of the t-shirts that you can have motivation. It's very simple. Look at these t-shirts. I have plans in the garage. Just write things. You can just write something that is nice in a t-shirt, make the design, and then start selling it here on Amazon. This one is selling for $19.99, and the guy sold 4,120 of these t-shirts. This is just print on demand. He doesn't have any stock. He didn't put any money up front, nothing. He literally just made his store on Merch by Amazon and started selling this t-shirt here. Only from this t-shirt, he made $82,000. If you have zero cash to start with, just check out this profit margins. He made 4,120 sales of this only one product. You only need 50,000 per launch to be able to make $1 million in a year. Now this list here, it does not cover all of the holidays, all of the times of the year where people actually spend money. One of the ones that it doesn't cover here is Black Friday and Cyber Monday. If you guys have been following me, then you know that I've just done my course launch on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I did this huge sale. I offered my course for 80% discount, 80% off, which was $50. Just the exact strategy that I'm teaching you guys how to do right now. Listen to me. This is not something that I'm teaching you that I don't do. I actually do these things that I'm teaching you here on the channel. I do them myself. If you go back on my videos now, that you're going to see that I've been selling my course for $50 for a while now. I'm just showing you how to do what I do myself. Being a millionaire is just the fact of you making $1 million in 12 months. That's it. If you think that it's hard to make sales on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and all of these holidays, check this graph out. This graph says that according to a research, 140 million Americans in the US alone plan to shop pre-holiday sales. They're going to spend an average roughly $51 billion trying to score a deal. If you do a quick Google search, you're going to see that just in a Black Friday this year, it was spent $9.12 billion in Black Friday. And this is only going up year by year. People are spending more and more and more money. All you have to do is be on the receiving end instead of being on the giving end of that trade. If you want to make money, all you have to do is go where money is flowing and stop in front of it. That's all you have to do. Stop consuming and start creating, start producing. It's not even a question if people are going to spend money on Black Friday, Cyber Cyber Monday, Christmas. You know that people spend money on these dates. The question is, who's going to give them the best deal? Is it going to be you or is it going to be someone else? Are they going to spend their money with you or are they going to spend their money with somebody else? All you have to do in these dates is convince people to give their money to you instead of someone else. If you give people what they want, if you give them a nice deal, they will spend their money with you. And now if you still don't believe that you can make this money, let me run some numbers here for you just to raise your confidence a little bit. Because the first time I heard this concept, it was very intimidating to me as well. In time, after I started doing it, it got easier and easier and easier to the point where now I do it without thinking. How many sales you need to make 50K per launch? You're going to need 1,000 sales of $50, 500 sales of $100, 200 sales of $250, 100 sales of $500. Bear in mind, you don't need to have all of these. This is either one, okay? If you do 1,000 sales of $50, you have $50,000. If you have 500 sales of $100, you have $50,000. If you have 200 sales of $250, you have $50,000. If you have 100 sales of $500, then you also have $50,000. So this just shows you the numbers. When you see the numbers, it becomes more real inside your head. You start to see the pathway to making that kind of money. If you just think about the big number, $1 million, it's so intimidating. But once you break it down, once you break $1 million into 12 months, into 30 days, you can start to see what you need to do to be able to reach that amount, and it becomes so much easier. It's like the 4-minute mile. When you do this and when you break it down and when you plan out what you're going to do, then it becomes not just a dream inside your head anymore, it becomes real, and you can build a plan to be able to achieve it. If you got a little bit lost during this video, all you have to do is perform 20 launches or more during the year. If your country has more than 20 launches a year, which I'm presuming some countries will have, then you have to sell even less during each launch to be able to reach $1 million in a year. And don't be discouraged if you can't hit 50K every single launch in the first year, because you will be able to make more every single year that goes on. How much money are you making right now in your job? Just think about it. Stop now and think about it. How much money do you make in your job right now? Do you make 30K a year? 40? 50? Now you can just imagine how badly you're getting paid when you think about people that are doing this exact method. They're doing $50,000 in one launch. You could just do this one launch throughout the year and stop working if you wanted to, but that's not what we're going to do, because we're highly motivated and ambitious people. And if you're still watching this video, I know that you want something more out of your life, because the people that are not going to achieve this, they've already dropped out on this video. So right now it's at 58 minutes recording. The people that are not going to be able to achieve these things, they already dropped at 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know, but they're not still here watching this video. Just the fact that you're still here shows me that you're highly motivated and that you have the capability of achieving everything that I showed you inside this video. Another way that you're going to make money with is, if you're from the US, you're going to take advantage of the Webull offer. They're going to give you for free 12 fractional shares valued up to $30,600 just for signing up for the app and making an initial deposit. It could be $1. If you're from the US and you haven't taken advantage from this offer, you're basically burning money. What are you doing? It's free money, man. Go take advantage of the offer. Don't miss out on that one, because I don't know how long it's going to be available for. And if you want to get prior access to these videos, these money making methods, the guides, go ahead and join my Discord or my mailing list, because I always send these methods to my mailing list first before the video gets posted here on the channel. Now, this is what you have to do if you don't know, if you got lost. This is what you have to do step by step. It will also be written in the text file for you. I'm pretty sure YouTube is not going to promote this video. It's going to get very low views. But if you're watching this video, I know that you're real. I know that you're for real, and I know that you really want to make money. Number 1, define which product you're going to be selling during each product launch. Number 2, do some research to see which products sell best on that specific holiday that you're going to be launching your product in. Number 3, create the product and plan out your product launch before the day comes. Number 4, perform the product launch just like you've learned here in this video. Number 5, comment $1 million in 12 months in the comment section of this video so that I know that you watch this video until the end. And now that you've learned how to do your product launches, click the thumbnail on the screen right now to learn how to generate unlimited traffic to those offers to be able to make the most amount of sales possible. I'll see you on that video. Work hard, play harder.